On February 3rd of 1870, the state of Iowa joined 27 other states by voting to ratify the 15th Amendment to the United States Constitution, which reads in full, "The right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of race, color, or previous condition of servitude. The Congress shall have power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation." The state of New York attempted to rescind its ratification almost a month prior to the amendment's certification by Secretary of State Hamilton Fish, and only ratified it again in March of 1970, and the amendment led to the passage of the Enforcement Acts of 1870 and 1871, the third of which specifically classified many of the intimidation tactics used by the Ku Klux Klan as federal offenses. 6 years after its ratification, the Supreme Court ruled in United States v. Reese that measures used by certain states for the purpose of restricting the ability to vote, such as poll taxes and literacy tests, did not violate the 15th Amendment, despite the fact that such measures made it disproportionately more difficult for non-Caucasian citizens to vote. That same year, Republican Governor Rutherford B. Hayes emerged victorious from the quagmire of a highly contested presidential campaign marked by substantial cases of election fraud and voter intimidation committed by white supremacist paramilitary groups such as the White League and the Red Shirts. Hayes had collected one more electoral vote than his opponent, despite losing the popular vote by more than 250,000 votes, marking just the second time in American history that such a thing had happened, in part due to support he received from several Southern Democratic states in exchange for his assurance that he would allow them to operate without federal interference. Upon winning, Hayes withdrew federal troops from those states and refused to enforce federal civil rights protections, and based on the ruling in Reese, measures like poll taxes and literacy tests became key components in what were known as Jim Crow laws, which were implemented for the purposes of maintaining and enforcing racial segregation throughout the American South.